Let's check in on our social life. Reports say Anthony Davis has agreed to a 3-year, $186 million max contract extension with the Lakers, tying him to the team through 2028. It's the richest annual contract extension in NBA history, averaging $62 million a season. Money, 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 money.
Ching, ching.
Is this a good move for the Lakers, Shady?
I like it. I mean, when you're a top 75 player of all time, that's what happens. I think AD, man, he deserves it. I would like to see him do a little bit more, be a little bit more consistent, play a little more tougher. But, I mean, overall, the Lakers cannot continue to do anything good unless he's on the team. Now, with this type of money, I ain't gonna lie, I do want to see him guard Jokic. I don't want to hear about double teams and all. I need you to go take care of that. With what, 3 for 186? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna need. Yeah. So I do like the move. I love it. I just take care of Jokic.
Go ahead, Joe.
Good.
No, I like it. I mean, you're talking about Anthony Davis, right? When he's out of street clothes, this is easy money right here. No, for real. When he's on the basketball court, this is easy money, 186. He's that type of talent on the basketball court. Paired him with LeBron and all the other pieces that they brought back, they're a contender. So, I mean, I like it. It's just for him now, hey, we got to keep you on that court for 186.
Yeah, he's got to play, which 100. He did last year, and he stepped up really big when LeBron was out for that little bit of time, and their health together was the reason they were able to go that far, despite the fact that we had some questions about their roster, and they were out of it at the All-Star break. So it was an incredible turnaround for them in season. He definitely deserves it. He's just got to
ching AD.
Congrats.
180. Congrats.
Let's move on to the NFL. It's time for our top story, brought to you by Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen. Jordan Love is set to enter his first season as the Packers starting quarterback. He's following future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers talked last night about mentoring younger players instead of Love, quote, "There was a great one behind me in Green Bay." Great, Shady. Great. Not good, great. Is there too much pressure on Jordan Love?
No. Just because A-Rod called him great don't mean that he's great. No, I'm going to say no. I just think that right now with Jordan Love, we don't know what to expect. We don't know what to expect. The last time we seen him as a starter against the Chiefs, it was bad. It was real bad. But I will say he's got better and better and better. I don't think anybody has the Packers picked to win that division. So when you talk about pressure, where's the pressure at? Yeah. Matt LaFleur, his head coach, he said that we got to temper kind of the expectation level of this player because he's not going to be Aaron Rodgers. We don't expect to see that. And when your head coach say these things, they're trying to find a way to take the pressure off, right? Because we know he's not going to be Aaron Rodgers right away.
No doubt.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't Aaron Rodgers right away. It takes time. So when we talk about, the pressure at this the quarterback position for Jordan Love, I just don't see it.
Yeah. Well, Aaron Rodgers, his first season as a starting quarterback, again, not a rookie, waited 3 years. They had a 6-10 record. You were there.
I was there.
Started 4-3, ended 2-7.
Dang.
Yeah. 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 63.6 completion percentage. He did have a 93.8 passer rating, 6th ranked in the NFL that season. Yeah. So he showed the talent that he had.
And he got paid. He got extension under that. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there too much pressure, James?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't think there's any pressure on Jordan Love at all. I think, to be honest with you, the pressure is on the organization, right? You drafted this guy. That's when kind of things started going south with the relationship with Aaron Rodgers. And now it's his time. So I think the pressure is on them to make sure Jordan Love can play well. Jordan Love, like Shady said, besides me, nobody's picking the Packers to win the division, right? Nobody's picking Jordan Love to go out there and just light the league on fire and look like Aaron Rodgers. But when we had Brett Favre and we were in kind of this similar situation to where Brett retired and Brett went to the Jets and Aaron Rodgers was next, we seen it in practice and we seen it when Aaron Rodgers came in the preseason and we seen it when Aaron Rodgers got his chance to start, right? When Brett Favre got hurt and we got us one. Right? So the only thing that Jordan Love has to do is show the Packers that I'm getting better and better and better each game. That doesn't necessarily mean 10 wins. That just means you looking like you're playing the quarterback position the right way. You a first-round pick. So we know first-round picks get multiple chances.
Yes, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they do.
I just don't want him to go out there and play extremely bad, and then the Packers is looking like, do we need to draft a quarterback and bring in a veteran? And I don't think that'll happen with being in this offense in 3 years. But the pressure on Jordan Love, I don't see any pressure on him.
Ooh, I disagree. I disagree. I don't think that there's pressure on Jordan Love to go out and win the division. I don't think that there's pressure on him to go out and make it to the playoffs. But Jordan Love has to look like the future of Green Bay. He can't just go out there and be average.
No doubt.
He's got to show the talent. You said it yourself. When Aaron Rodgers was out there, y'all like, oh, we got one.
Got one.
We are not saying we got one about Jordan Love. Nobody's saying that. Not Aaron's saying that because Aaron's just a new man. But great, just throwing that around. We have not seen greatness from Jordan Love yet. Now, maybe he is, but if he looks average or he looks like he doesn't have the offense or he's not showing some kind of sparks of talent that we can see, like, wow, look at that throw, or he's got command or presence, all of the things that we haven't seen from Jordan Love, the temperature in Green Bay is going to rise very quickly. Because Green Bay is a place that can fall off the map pretty quickly if you don't have high quarterback play there.
No question.
It's not a free agent destination. You don't have Aaron Rodgers there. And you've spent the last 30 years with the luxury of a first ballot Hall of Famer under center. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he needs to go out and win a bunch of games or win the division, but he's got to look good. And you talk about the pressure being on the organization. Yeah, it is. But he's the one who has to fulfill the organization's moves. And he's a first rounder. Like, this isn't a guy that they discovered and then we're like, we like him, so we're going to push Aaron Rodgers out. They traded up in the first round, didn't bother to tell Aaron they were doing that, which caused this entire rift between him and the organization. Yeah, I disagree. I think there's a lot of pressure on Jordan Love for various reasons.
I mean, but like, okay, so let's say he doesn't play well, right? Then what happens? If you don't play well, then what happens?
There's going to become a really quick conversation of how long does he have.
How bad?
So the thing is, I feel like if he doesn't play well, say this awful, this plays awful. Mm-hmm. The team is already thinking this. They already, listen, when they let Aaron Rodgers go, they start thinking all the other options. All right, what do we have? If Jordan Love is not that good, right? If he's just decent, we can work with it. First round draft pick, we can work with him. Mm-hmm. You still have to pay him a little bit, but we got to work with him. If he's terrible, I'm sure they thought about that too. Because he hasn't played, so he might be bad. And I haven't been hearing, like, I love to look at, like, all the camp writers, see what they're saying about the players. I haven't been seeing he's like, lighten it up. Yeah. So that's like, okay, well, if he's not lighting it up, then what is he? He's probably in that gray area where we don't know until the real lights are on.
Yeah.
And if he's that bad, then you just go to the next, option. It might be trading somebody, it might be drafting a quarterback. It's something. But for him, it's no real pressure because they don't know what they expect from him. And when you made that move to trade Aaron Rodgers, that was a possibility. Okay, well, Jordan Love, that's when he started. He looked pretty bad.
But the difference was when this happened, when this transition happened from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, they knew Aaron Rodgers was good. We could see Aaron Rodgers was good. All those quotes that they're looking for about Aaron Rodgers, we were hearing. We're not hearing that about Jordan Love.
I mean, he has to show signs of getting better, right? And I think the positive thing is like you said, came in, started against the Kansas City Chiefs, awful. Right? Couldn't move the ball down the field. Didn't really look like he had command of the offense. And then Aaron Rodgers gets banged up in Philly, and he comes in Philly, and he looks like he has command of the offense. He looks like he got better. Decent. He got better, right? So I think for him, like you're saying, Joy, you have to look the right way. You can't just go out here and not have command of the offense. The offense looked terrible, and you're losing games bad. You have to look the right way. We need to be watching the tape and saying, that's why they took him in the first round, because that throw right there. Okay, we see him growing, getting better, right? We got to see that. If we don't, then like Shady's saying, they're going to go back to the drawing board. Do we need to draft one? Do we need to bring in a free agent and something like that? But I think the young fella's going to be just fine. I think he'll show some signs of being a good football player.
Because keep in mind also, he's not a rookie.
No.
He's been in the league for multiple years now. Yep. So it's not like they're transitioning to a rookie where you really feel like, okay, we got a good 3 years before we need to see him at full capacity. Those 3 years are already done.
Mm-hmm.
Those have passed while he was sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. So I think it's a much more urgent situation, but we'll see how it goes this year. And keep in mind, this is not the toughest division either.
No.
It's not.
So I don't know that Packers fans are like, that's fine. We don't need to make the playoffs. We don't need to win games.
I'm taking us to win it.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he's biased.
Coming up, Aaron Rodgers is mentoring teammates and calling plays for them. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.